Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Nikolai, and this is review for High on Life. This game is already breaking through the records of titans of Game Pass like Minecraft and Forza Horizon and became very successful on Steam. And I don't know where to properly start because this game is just too crazy sometimes and really funny if you remember the 90s, watched Rick and Morty show, and like good toilet humor with sex, drugs, and farts. Please, guys, consider this review as only my humble opinion because I never watched Rick and Morty. I do consider them an anti-moral, high level of stupidity show without any good humor. However, their foundation is gorgeous. In this review, I will try not to go too deep into the jokes and satirical things in this game because they are funny in their context. It is actually better to find a video on YouTube where people made a compilation of the jokes from the game. And to show you the craziness of those jokes, let me just give you one example. The killing of kids and receiving an achievement Fallout doesn't let you do this. I think this is quite genius in my opinion. But let us go to the game. The story starts with the kids that are going to make a fun night after their parents left the house. The girl is doing cocaine and our protagonist is even worse. He's playing the video games. Funny? Probably. I'm not sure if it's stereotypical or satirical or whatever. I'm too old for this type of humor. I still remember Dumb and Dumber first part when they gave a cop a beer where instead of beer there was a pee. That was funny. But this moment when kids are doing drugs, probably it is a humor of 21st century, I don't know. Let's back to the story. After smelling white line and turning off the shitty game from the PC, haha, the aliens are attacking Earth and we are getting a gun that talks, which becomes our main speaker and narrator till the end of the game. He teleports us to a different planet when we are receiving a power suit from the homeless hero and becoming a bounty hunter. We're gonna hunt the cartel down in order to save our planet, and basically that was the entire scenario of the game that I just explained you. The entire atmosphere of this game feels like TikTok videos and memes that are trying to tell you, look, we have a joke right here, look, there's a joke right here, look, your gun talks funny shit, haha, looks, your sister's funny, looks, this NPC, haha, every corner of this world is joking. And till the end of the game I got quite tired from those jokes because they became lame from the very beginning of this game. It seems like the game is afraid that you will become bored and tries to engage you with every second. This is quite a unique moment because not that many games are coming out and having any comedian or satirical context nowadays. I feel like I already talked too much about the whole concept of the game and we haven't even started to talk about the gameplay and the entire process of this abomination. Besides crazy theoretical part, there is a practical part in this game which is called gameplay. This first-person shooter is very primitive. On the hardest third difficulty during the regular battles, I died like 5 times. Only bosses made me sweat a little because they have lots of health points and in general they are quite fast and strong. I'll take that. However, you don't even have to juggle around the different types of guns because you can kill most enemies with your very first gun. In this game, the player has so many different things like grappling hook, jetpack, upgrades, treasure chest, but there's no answer for the main question. Why you need all of this? Even the half of those things are quite useless, especially if you play on easy difficulty. These elements of exploring and collection do not fit the first-person shooter genre, especially if you want to concentrate on jokes and this funny world. There is a Metroidvania elements when you have to return to certain areas and use your abilities in order to reach some secrets. A very weird decision. The game is already having a good comedian thing, so why it has to receive a bunch of additional content that is looking weird, especially in first-person shooter? You do have a main location like hub, which is the city and your house, but the game is not that long and it also feels a little bit awkward. Sometimes when the joke and dialogue starts, you already know how it's gonna end, and you want to skip it through it, but the game tells you, hold on, we are not done yet, you have to finish listening. Personally, for me, I have only one question for the developers. Why first person shooter? Maybe it could be much better to do something like first Fallout, an isometric action game where the main gameplay thing will be concentrated on the story and dialogues. Or Disco Elysium, where is everything based on the story without any dragging battles, stupid jumps on the platforms, or shooting a crap. So many options, and I don't think that they will demand more budget or disappoint players. Instead, we have very boring battles with stupid AI, with a bunch of useless mechanics, and sometimes funny jokes. Only good thing that has to be noticed in this review, it is an ideal game for Game Pass. You can play this game for 2-3 hours and receive tons of fun if you like Rick and Morty. After that, you can uninstall this game and I'm telling you, you won't lose anything. The value of this game is minimal. There are no deep conclusions or smart decisions. It's just a stupid game where you can turn off your brain and enjoy. Thank you very much for watching it till the very end. Please join the channel. Subscribe on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. In the description down below will be playlist with multiple games. Press like, put comment, and I'll definitely see you next game.